it on the lever while I'm in here. Okay, you turn the key on, you turn your headlights on, fog light button you pull out, high beam, turn the fan control off, turn the four-ways on, both the beacon light and utility light for everything in the back. And that's it. Get out. You're going to start right here. Okay. And you basically take it like a loaf of bread. You section it off. Hood mirror is tight. No damage to the glass. The side of the hood has no damage. Hood is latched down. Fender is tight. Four-way flasher and marker light are working. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mud flaps that are tight. Driver's mirror is tight, no damage to the glass. Side mirror or side window, no cracks. Door opens and closes, no damage to the door. In here, there's a few things I want to check. One, I have a hydraulic clutch with really no free play. Fire extinguisher is full, the right class. Pin is in and is secure to the floor. And I take this book and check a couple of things. Truck safety, M748457 matches. It's good till September 2021 and it's good for 6 months. Then I'm going to take a slight little stroll here only to check this. Truck registration 964 LKQ. It was issued April 7th, 2020. It's continuous. It's for a 2011 Freightliner. So everything matches. I'm going to take these little gems, stick them in my pocket. Put this back in the door. Okay. Battery box cover is tight. Steps are tight. Under this battery box, there's 4 batteries. They're tight, no leaks. All the wiring to the batteries are tight, no corrosion. I have 2 air tanks, are tight with no leaks and must be drained daily. I open this. Side of the bunk, there's no damage. Jockey box door opens and closes. In here I have 3 triangles required. First aid kit. Door closes. Fuel tank is tight, there's no leaks. Fuel cap is tight, no leaks. Both straps are tight, no cracks. I come back here. Back of the bunk, there's no damage. I have DOT tape and reflectors on the back of the bunk. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 backup lights I can see that are working. A grab handle that's tight for 3 points of contact. Okay, student driver's side is tight on the back. The air lines and electrical coming from the cab are tight. No leaks to them and the wiring is tight. The box is tight. The cab shock and cab airbag are tight with no leaks. Air lines are hung up, everything is secure. Deck is tight. Steps are tight and the storage box is tight. Frame has no cracks. I turn here. My air lines and electrical to the trailer are tight, no leaks. Front of the trailer has no damage and both marker lights are working. Okay, stand here. Both fenders are tight. Mud flap is tight. Okay. 2 tires, both of them at 100 psi. The tread on these, my tester here. Yeah, there we go. You only got to check 1 tire, usually it's the outside one. Just don't find a rock. 16-30 seconds, minimum is 4, and there's nothing between the tires. Outside this tire, there's no cuts or bulges. Outside rim, no cracks. 10 lug nuts are all tight, no rust or filings. 2 valve stems, always opposite from each other. Straight, caps on, no leaks. Hubcap is tight, there's no leaks to the axle. Come back here. Outside tire has no cuts or bulges. Outside rim, no cracks. All 10 lug nuts are tight, no rust or filings. 2 valve stems, 1, 2, they're always across from each other, supposedly. Straight with caps on, no leaks. Hubcap is tight, there's no leaks to the axle. Okay. four-way flashers and two taillights working. I have DOT tape reflectors in the middle, the cross member. I have DOT tape that's secure here, and the mud flap is tight. Okay, now before I go any further, I have a marker light on the corner that's working. The landing gear is up, free of debris, handle is stowed away, the support is tight. Now, these things are clearly marked. There we go. Trailer safety, M692158, matches, it's good till October 21, good for 1 year. Documentation holder is secure, and the paperwork for the trailer's in there. These are just training copies. Okay, now the trailer is the easy part. You come back here, top to bottom. First things first, the load is secured. It falls under the general securement rule of under 2,268 kilograms, but we have, in this case, used the NSC standard. We're using straps with the working load limit on, and we've also immobilized the load from moving. The deck is also clear of debris, top to bottom. Now, DOT tape should be on more than 50% of the trailer, which it is. I got an over-dimensional light that works there. Four-way flasher and marker light are on. Two storage boxes are tight, lids are closed. Frame is in good shape, no cracks. All my floor supports are tight with no cracks. Very easy to do. Suspension gauge box right here. Okay. Over-dimensional light is working there. Sliding lock handle is in. Locking pin is out. Now, I got the suspension components on the back here. They don't have to crawl, they don't want you in the dirt, but you get down here to look. Inside two tires, no cuts or bulges. Inside two rims, no cracks. I got two Type 30 brake chambers are tight, no leaks, caps are in. Two sets of air lines are tight with no leaks. Two shocks are tight with no leaks. Two airbags are tight with no leaks. Two springs tight with no cracks. One axle tight with no leaks. The only thing you don't have back here is U-bolts and drive shaft. We call this a spring. It's more like a torsion arm because basically that piece is welded solid to the axle. But for all intents and purposes, SGI doesn't really distinguish that. It's a suspension component, so we come up with the closest name. Okay, two tires, 100 PSI. Tread depth on these. You got to kind of watch these because they're getting down there. 6:30 seconds, minimum is 4. Nothing between the tires. Okay. Outside tire, no cuts or bulges. Outside rim, no cracks. All 10 lug nuts are tight, no rust or filings. All the indicators show that the nuts have not moved. Hubcap is tight, no leaks. Oil level is full. And I have two valve stems that are straight with caps on, no leaks. The mud flap hanger is tight. Mud flap is tight. There's one thing I always check from the back. I never check from the front. Two automatic slack adjusters on this axle. Strokes are in, brakes are released. You can't see them from the front. That's why you do it from the back. While I'm here, I have air lines that are tight with no leaks and one air tank that's tight with no leaks. Two tires, 100 PSI. Tread depth here. 4.5. Minimum is 4. And nothing between the tires. I got new ones for this trailer here soon enough. I'll have to change. Outside tires, no cuts or bulges. Outside rim, no cracks. All 10 lug nuts are tight, no rust or filings. All the indicators show that the nuts haven't moved. Cap is on, no leaks, oil level is full. This one's easy because there's only 2 holes in these rims. 2 valve stems are straight, caps on, no leaks. Okay, ABS light's off, shows no problem. Marker light is on. Come back here. Soon driver sign is tight. I got DOT tape top and bottom on this trailer. I have 2 bumper pads that are tight. I have 2 4-way flashers, and I have 1, 2, 3, 6 taillights, 3 marker lights, license plate light that works. Okay. Oh, sorry, give me a second. I just placed my paper. Good thing it's not any windy here. I'd be chasing this around the yard. Okay, 978 LZU matches. It's good till September 22nd, 2021. And it's for a 2004 trailer. We're good. Bumper is tight. I got 2 mud flaps that are tight and 2 mud flap hangers that are tight. So that's everything on the back. Marker light is working. Okay. I'm going to do this on this side. You can do both on that side, or you can do one on each side. First thing I'm going to catch is my 2 automatic slack adjusters are 90 or less than 9 degrees. Strokes are in, brakes are released. Now, and you can do it all on one side. I do it like this because one, I can see better on the side with the sun glare. So you got 2 inside tires, no cuts or bulges, 2 rims, no cracks, 2 brake chambers, tight, no leaks, caps are in, 2 sets of air lines are tight, no leaks. You got 2 shocks, tight with no leaks, 2 airbags, tight with no leaks, 2 springs, tight with no cracks, 2 airbags, tight, and finally I think 1 axle that's tight with no leaks. I think I got them all. Sometimes what you can do is you can count them off from your finger, make sure you got all the right parts. Mud flap hanger is tight, mud flap is tight. Wide load light is working. So, 2 tires are 100 psi. Tread depth is 9/30 seconds, minimum is 4. Nothing between the tires. Outside tire, no cuts or bulges. Outside rim, no cracks. All 10 lug nuts are tight, no rust or filings. All the indicators are going in the right direction. 2 valve stems are straight with caps on. The hub is tight, no leaks, oil level is full. I don't know if I did this tire. Probably not. See, sometimes something will trigger and you go do something else. I'm not entirely sure. 2 tires, 100 psi, tread depth. Ooh, this one's not going to be nice. Right on 4:30 seconds. Minimum is 4, so this one I'll be thinking about changing these. Nothing between the tires. Outside the tire, no cuts or bulges. Outside the rim, no cracks. All 10 lug nuts are tight, no rust or filings. All the indicators are going in the right direction. The nuts haven't moved. Hubcap is tight, no leaks. Oil level is full. 2 valve stems straight across from each other with caps on, no leaks. It looks like there's no cap. That's called a gator end for anybody that wants to know that. It's a triple seal. It doesn't have a cap, but it allows you to air it up without having to unscrew the cap all the time. Your sliding lock pin is out on this side. Now, come over here. You don't have to repeat a lot of it. Load is secure on this side. Okay. DOT tape is on more than 50%. I mentioned there was a marker light and the over-dimensional 4-way flasher and marker lights working here. Toolbox is tight, lid is closed. Frame has no cracks. All the supports are tight with no cracks. Come back over here. Oh, and my winches are tight on this side. Leg is up, free of debris, and tight. The dimensional light is on here. 4-way flasher and tail light are working. DOT tape is on and mud flap is tight. I got 2 fenders that are tight. Mud flap is tight here. I got 2 tires, 100 psi. Tread depth, 12:30 seconds, minimum is 4, and there's nothing between the tires. Outside tires have no cuts or bulges. Outside rim, no cracks. All 10 lug nuts are tight, no rust or filings. The hubcap is tight. There's no leaks to the hubcap. And I have 2 valve stems across from each other that are straight, caps on, no leaks. Marker light is working here. 2 tires, 100 psi. Tread depth on these, 26, 30 seconds because these are brand new tires. And nothing between the tires. Outside tire, no cuts or bulges. Outside rim, no cracks. 10 lug nuts. Tight, no rust or filings. Hubcap is tight. No leaks to the axle. 2 valve stems are straight across from each other. Caps on, no leaks. I use the hammer as a pointer, but the one thing you don't do is start whacking stuff with it. Because they'll get you. Frame has no cracks here. Muffler's tight. Cab shock and cab airbag are tight with no leaks. This backup light is not working because now I can see it. Come over here, side of the bunk, no damage. Inside here, one spill kit. It says stuff is clearly marked on the truck for easy access. Fuel cap is tight, no leaks. Fuel tank is tight, no leaks. 2 fuel straps are tight, no cracks. Glass is tight, no cracks. Mirror, or I should say mirror, I'm talking about door is tight. I'm looking at one, touching another. That's why you got to keep your focus by watching your hands. So even I can make a mistake. Door opens and closes. Mirror is tight. Glass has no damage. This is just a storage box. It's tight. Steps are tight. 1, 2, 3, 4 mud flaps are all tight. Fender has no damage. 4-way flasher and marker light are working. Hood is latched. Side of the hood, no damage. The mirror is tight. No damage to the glass. Now, we come up front here. It said the truck is never run during a pre-trip anyways. Top of the roof, no damage. 5 clearance lights are all working. Top of the hood, no damage. Grill and bug deflector and bug screen are tight. I have 2 4-way flashers and 2 marker lights working. My high beams are working. My bumper is tight. My student driver is tight. The license plate is tight. And if the truck was running, I would make sure that there was no leaks underneath. That's your first time around, guys, and that is your most detailed. The second and third time around, you're just catching anything you might miss and turning on what you have to do. So basically, I get in here, my strap is already hooked. So what I do is I shut off those backup lights. I can shut off my 4-way flashers. I'll shut off my high beams, left signal, and now I'm going to activate the brake lights. I'm going to take this, gently pull it down. Keyword is gentle, and hook it to that little ring. Now I get to go around this. I'm going to take these, throw them in here so I don't lose them. And now we're going to go around to the next couple of times. I start here. I don't have to dwell on stuff, but I am going to mention anything I may have missed. This is now a left signal and marker light. It's working. And I simply watch my truck. Trail, see if there's anything I may have missed. Left signal and tail lights are working. Marker light is working there. All my winches are tight on this side. I know I forgot that before. Go along. Left signal and marker light are working. Making sure I don't miss nothing. ABS light is off. Marker light is still on. I have a left signal and tail light. I have 4 brake lights and a right signal. Everything else, marker lights and everything else is working. Come over here. Right marker light. I don't take my eyes off the truck. This is the marker light, it's working. I got 2 brake lights working on the truck. Marker light is working here. Everything's looking good. Marker light is working on the right side. Come up here. Right marker light is on. Left signal and marker light is on. Low beams are on. Fog lights are on. Other than that, everything else is the same. I haven't changed nothing. So, third time around, all I gotta do is simply, just like the sheet says, is just reach in here and gently turn the signal on without turning the wipers back on. I come back here to my starting point. Left marker light is on. Yeah. Double checking. Marker lights is still on. This is now now a left marker light. Notice I walk around and I'm always pointing at stuff, so keep my eyes focused. Marker light, or over dimensional I should say. The ABS marker light is here. Left tail light, 4 brake lights, right signal, and right tail light. Okay. Marker light is on here. Over dimensional light is on. Right signal and marker light are on. Right signal and tail lights are on the truck. Marker lights are on here. Keep looking. Right signal and marker light are on. Come back up front here. I have a right signal and marker light. A left marker light. My low beams are still on. My fog lights are still on. There's your 3 times around. There's your detail. That's your first set of evaluations. Once you're done that, they'll ask you to proceed with your air. So the first thing you do, you get in here, you gently unhook this. Then you can step up here. I'll take this out of my pocket so I'll punch a hole in my seat.